I'm going to log off, okay?
Thank you, Anubhav.
Thank you.
Umesh, are you here?
Yeah, Namaskar. Namaskar, I just joined. I think we have.
We have Sanjay ji.
Sanjay ji, तो तुम्हारा कॉल पर. Hello, Sanjay ji. Sanjay ji, are you on the call? We cannot hear you.
Yeah, I see him listed, but आवाज नहीं आती.
Hello. Sanjay ji, issue to traffic bozan.
Namaskar, Sanjay ji.
Namaskar, Mara.
Namaskar. Thank you. God is now आवाज आती, so now it is good.
नहीं या तो उसने आवाज बंद थी.
Okay. Umesh ji, please start.
Nameshi, I don't know if I will have. I can start. I don't know if my connection may be interrupted. So let me pull up the document. One second.
No, you want to? I thought you would introduce Sanjay ji and then we'll from there.
Okay. Okay. Namaskar. I think we must have lost a bunch of people because we started late. But it's. I think we should start. We are late anyway. Namaskar, Sarni. Meshna Umesh Kaul. So I live here in New Jersey, and Ajay ji and me have been working on this Sharda Peeth initiative, where we try to basically have kids from the age of who are in the grade 8th to 12th grade, and also who are in the undergrad, pursuing their undergrad studies, to make videos on topics which actually pertain to Kashmiri Pandit heritage, culture, and our religion and spiritual heritage. So towards that, this year, one of the topics for the seniors, which are high schoolers and the undergrads, is Vatat Puja. The idea being that we want to, I would say, maybe not the right word, but demystify the Vatat Puja a little bit. We kind of do it robotically right now. The idea being, if we can have a little bit of a deeper understanding of the ritualistic aspect and the corresponding meaning of those things which we do. We one of the things we do is we at one point in the puja we show a mirror to the water barrel, right? I always wondered what that is. Why do we do that? Or similar manner, the layout of the puja. Why is it done in a certain way? What does each deity or each item in the layout signify? What are the symbolic significance and spiritual significance? So we have Sanjay Raina ji, who has actually authored a lot of community videos on the subject. I have spoken to him a couple of times, and he understands this domain very well. And I want to thank Sanjay ji for agreeing to host our Q&A session. So we have received questions from various people from the community, and we have consolidated them in as much as we can, so there's no repetition. So I would actually, since I may have poor connectivity, so I will actually pass it on to Ajay ji to basically start asking questions. But before that, Sanjay ji, Tashumara, do you want to say something quick before we start? Do you have any comments or?
Urzumara, God bless you all.
Namaskar. Ajay ji, kariye kalte ho shuru?
Thank you, Umesh ji, and Sanjay ji again. Thank you very much for coming here and offering to answer the questions that we have received. As far as various questions are, but then what we did is because there could have been the repetition or the question they were very related, so we could put them together so that you don't have to repeat the answers. So Bukar Mara Godnik Shuru issue question. Can you explain the name and symbolic significance of each item as that we use as per the puja diagram? Different puja vidhis have different numbers of items and corresponding names assigned, and I am confused as to which one is correct. Can we standardize on one chart or layout of items so that it is easier to follow? Can we standardize on a vidhi? So Maharaj, basically, it case layout chuthawa, it's basically more on that. So for example, urge zidul thawa, urge akhdul thawa. So there are different things. So why do we do it differently, or is there a way that we can standardize this? Basically.
First of all, it's very. Shall I start?
Yes, sure, Mara.
Karo kosher put karo kin Angrezi put karo ka.
Yimara to a comfortable rose, that is fine. I think people here,
Na,
if anyone is here who doesn't understand Kashmiri or Hindi, can you please say that now so that then we make a medium different?
it will be a mixture of. ठीक है?
ठीक Maharaj.
ये युस तुम वनान छो सो छ दूर की बात. First of all, we should understand what we are celebrating, because confusion lies there. Is it Herath or Shivratri? And what we celebrate? There is a lot of confusion that it is marriage of Shiva and Parvati, which we are celebrating. Number one. Number two, am I audible?
Mara, bilkul.
Number two, is Shivratri and Herath one and the same thing? So it's a pertinent question. We are not celebrating this as Shiv Parvati Viva, and it's not a Shivratri. We are simply celebrating Herath. Herath, it is Bhairav Yag, because Yamvish once we set up this Vatuk, there is no mention nowhere we recite any mantra which we can attribute to the marriage of Lord Shiva with Parvati. In fact, you will be astonished to know that we never keep any murti. These are symbols. These are symbols, ideals of gods, which we keep in shape of Vatuk. We never keep any symbol of goddess there. Except one, which is universal. We are supposed to keep Kalash in Kalasha Sathapana. In each and every puja, we are supposed to, first of all, we are supposed to worship Mother Goddess Gayatri along with 10 directional gods, Simantah Digapal Vananch, along with Kumarji, Shreya, Saraswati, Mahalakshmi. So Yatis Vanancha Kalash, which we just worship as Kalash Devata. So accepts that Kalasha Bagar, Shunasa, there is nothing which is linked to Mother Goddess. So it is a different puja. It is Bhairav, number one. Number two, Shivratri for entire India and for all the Hindus it is a fast. For we people, this Shivaratri is not a fast. It is a festival. For entire Hindu community, it's not entire. Those who observe this Shivaratri fast, they keep just 1 day fast, and that too on the 14th day of Fagun Krishna Paksh. While as for we people, it is a complete 15 days festival. Actually, what happens every 13th and 14th intervening night, Krishna Paksh, dark night, is called as Shivaratri. And amongst the 12 Shivaratris, one is known as Mahashivaratri. So that's a fast, Mahashivaratri fast. We Hindus, we Kashmiri Pandits, we celebrate that in the month of Magha. Öch Magha Gatapachas Maz Manawa Mahashivaratri. Mahashivaratri gay Yamdo is Karanchi Tachis Manan. We give that name of, we are observing that Vrat, that's a strict vegetarian Vrat and known as Shivratri Dham Kahtaba. That's a 3 days fast for we people, wherein strict disciplines are to be maintained. For on 10th day, Yatan Dham Vananch. We take one meal, and on Mahashivaratri, that is 14th day of this Magha Krishna Paksh, we never take anything, no ahar. Then on 12th day at Bahavananch, it is a 3 days fast for we people, and without we people, nobody observes that fast. And for we people, this 15 days, which starts from Huri Ogdo and ends on Doon Mouse, it is a 15 days festival known as Bhairav Yag. So in festival, there's nothing doing with fasts. So as you people know, and our children should know, that it is a festival and we are all in a mood of festivity. We clean our houses as other communities in India does during their festivals. In East, you see Chat. And then if you go to Bengal, you see Durga Puja festival for 15 days. If you go to Maharashtra side, then you will see that people observing Ganesh festival for 15 days. So in South, you see Pongal, Onam. So actually here, one thing is very much pertinent to mention, that Hindu Sanatana it's not a single identity. There is nothing as such community, Hindu community. Then what is it? It is unity in diversity. It's an ocean. Sanatana is an ocean. Hindu Sanatana is an ocean. And it becomes an ocean by just tributaries, powerful tributaries. So you are having a tributary as Kashmiri Pandit tributary, then Bengali tributary, then Punjabi tributary. Together they constitute a big saga. That is Sanatan Saga. Doesn't go. We observe our own structure. We observe our own festival structure, ritual structure. Same way Bengalis observe their own structure. And you will see that there are many festivals which we Kashmiri Pandits only we people observe, and you will see lot of festivals which the people Hindus in southern side they only observe that, and likewise in Bengal and all that, and our system and style of celebration are different. So for you must have seen that during Navaratras nobody takes meat, but if you go to Bengal during Durga Puja, and they are in a mode of festivity, they take everything, they take meat, and they take it as a good omen. If they don't take meat, then they think it's bad about it. They take fish, they take meat. So what happens? Why this difference? Because we follow certain rishis, and whatever they have prescribed for we people. That's our constitution. And in each region, we are having a specific rishi. Say, for Kashmiri Pandits, we follow Lavgaksha Mahamuni. Whatever he has just um, ordered us to do as per Lavgaksha, from life to death, and from first day of the year to last day of the year, which is called as Graha Sutra and Kalpa Sutra. Every region is having its own rishi. Say in Jammu and up to central India, we are having a different rishi known as Kantyayan. He has prescribed them what they have to do during the year and from life to death. Zane pet marnas tan kya karun to vari ke ogdo pet and kis days tan kya karun Kalpa Sutra and Graha Sutra. So they follow strictly that Kalpa Sutra. And our rishi Laugakshi Mahamuni, he has just directed us how you have to take your life from birth to death and from first day of the year to last day of the year. And as per his directions, we are observing our fasts, our festivals, and our all that say the rest of the Hindus observe 16 sanskara from life to death, from birth to death. While as Kashmiri Pandits, we are performing 24 sanskaras. That is that if we will go to that aspect of it, then it will consume a lot of time. So next time we will be doing it. So we are doing everything as per our own ritual structure. Say I will cite one example here. Hindu women almost in major parts of the country, they observe one fast for the goodwill, for the good health, for the prosperity of their male partners. That's called as Kadava Chauth. Kashmiri Pandits never observe that fast. But equally, if we keep a fast, and that too, that's slightly harder. That's called the Chandan Shishti. But it falls in a different month. We observe it in a different style. Say Kav Punyam, Kechimavas, Goritrai, Shutudushinska, Zarimavas, Haranavam, Zetutam, Haratam, Haratswada. We are having our own festivals, our own fasts, our own stuff. Settle then, because it's not that we only. Everybody, and these small tributaries constitute a big river which is called the Sanatana. So it's not that here only in Shivratri, for only Shivratri, no. It's for other, it is relevant to other festivals and fasts. So this is our Shivratri is, we celebrate our Shivratri fast of 3 days in the month of Magha. And this is a festival which we celebrate for 15 days. There is nothing, nobody keeps a fast in it, only the head of the family who performs the puja. He keeps a fast till we complete that, end that puja, and then he has to take prasadam of the same vengeance, of the same dishes and recipes which we are offering to Dulu, our Bairavas. Number one. I think, is it clear, Ajay?
Bilkul.
Go, I just ask ki Herath yosh. You want to one ki Herath kyash. In Herath, it's a I will just make certain I will just present certain points here. Otherwise, it will be time consuming. It is already 10 in India. So next time I will be discussing this, what we celebrate. But let us keep it there. We celebrate, this is Bhairav Yag. We are celebrating birthday of Vatuk Bhairav. Vatuk Bhairav is Ichhaputra of Parvati. Kyunki once we recite mantras during our Vatak Puja, we say Devi Putra Vataknathaya. I request you next time you keep this topic. I will be discussing it with you people. What is this? Vatak Bhairav, Ramana Bhairav. We worship Vatuk Barrow, we worship Raman Barrow, and along with them, we worship 11 Bharavas. So, just a symbol of them, Tuhund Akar, Vatuk Shush, Vatka Kotra Shushkiam, we keep a picture or as a symbol, as an idol of Vatuk Barrow. Then there's another Ishaputra of Parvati, he is called as Raman Barrow. Then we worship Lord Shiva as well on that day. That's Sanyapatul, Suthanapatula. We worship Lord Shiva's son, Kumarji. Yatis Vananchu Dupuzul. Dupuzul is not to stand for Du. It is Kumarji, another putra of another son of Parvati Mata. Then we worship two local lords. One, you must say Sanyavadi, Khetradipati, regional lord, Rashtraadipati, the national lord, who takes care of the whole nation and who takes care of the local area. Then we worship Rishis, Rishduljas. So this is very much clear. It should be, it constitutes of 13 ideals, 13 murtis, 13 Vatu Gasasun Truhan Chizun Kamaskam. One Vataknath, one Raman Bhairav, one Kalship Patra, one Deepak, two Sanyavaris, two Machvaris, and Dupuzu plus Sanyapatu, and one as a symbol, pratik of Bhairavas, 11 Bhairavas, which is called as Dul. Im Chitruah Banan. Kalshu Gavak, Ram Gud Gavak, Kalship Yasay Vatakras Gavak, Sanyapatul Gavak, Dupuzur Gavak, Chetrapal in Katra Sanyavadis, Begay, Yoginian in the Katra Machvadis, Bego, Kahan Bharvan in the Katra go Dul. The Yish Amikon Bego, Ratan Deep, not deal song. No smooth. I had already sent you one picture. If you are able to just
I can share that.
You share
Hello?
that.
I think Ajay, I don't know if I can do that. Ajay, you should presenter, shouldn't I? So it's your PDF art, you can maybe share that.
Mission Vasan, I don't think that we will be able to complete it and finish it in one sitting. So it is just.
So why don't we do this, Sanjay ji? Why don't we do? Main आवाज है इवां साहब. Busozo you Ajay ji is the diagram chana mein suzmus. Why don't you go over that so that at least we finish one part? Using layout chana. That means when you say har cheez is kya significance, at least we will have that understanding.
Can you send that picture to all of us also?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
You should what zaruri godi samjhun ke ye Vatuknath kya kahani kya actually what we celebrate. Dalilu chi gasan ke yemizi srishti hun nirman os sabdan srishti indis nirmanas mans shu yim the people who believe in Trika philosophy or Shaiva philosophy, because Kashmir is predominantly Shaiva gar. Triku gar, Achi Shaiva parampara. Ashimana ke yus srishti nirman gasan. One is matter the energy hun zanam gasan. Matter go Shiv, energy go Shakti. Go immediately yami Shivas Jagat kis rupas mas yun chasan. Matter without energy should dead. Shakti hun nirmana suchugasan. The pancho Srishti in this Adikalas Yamisa Srishti hun Udayos gasan. When creation was taking place, so I think Shakti gai Gwadnu Pud. Shivan kur Shakti Pud. Go Bhagwan Shankaram kur Shakti Pud. Taki Gigas Srishti hun nirman gas. Yes, exactly. Srishti hun nirman gas Sambhu. Without energy, nothing is possible. यानी जे सृष्टि हूं निर्माण गौ शक्ति गौ भगवती पार्वती आई बारसस तो भगवती लो सृष्टि हूं निर्माण कर सृष्टि हूं निर्माण करने खतर क्या गौ तेम लो डिफरेंट क्रीचर्स डिफरेंट अलग 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 चीजन हूं हेतुन उदय गसन से जंगलन हूं हेतुन उदय गसन इंसान हेतुन मानवन हेतुन जानवर हेतुन यमी ये क्रिएशन सपदान this creation was being it was taking place, and Jagatamba Parvati Mata was creating this because she is the symbol of energy and everything is being created with energy only. So Lord Shiva thought, now यहाँ पर अब वंशवा ये था पौराणिक कॉन्सेप्ट कि भगवान शंकर दोप बह वो भगवती क्या कर सो अम दो नव कहानी तक स्टार्ट कि रूप अम दोप बह वो कि यह मोन रूप इस बह दार रूप यह रूप कर विल शी बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई मी सो सह गो अकिस रूपस मज तथ वन स्वच्छंदनाथ किस रूपस मज भगवती निशन ये क्रिएशन सपदान he went to that spot. It was perhaps Kailash. And Emkus roop dor Swachandanath Sundru. It was in the shape of a diamond. Vami Keta Pasha Rangavilsa Dandam Chiminam Tiki Vibranam Dujmud Guru Sanibde Vyamkam Kutarakam Kare Dakise Ankush Kundale Shudamrun Vraza Trushola Bayan Rudrastam Sharvakt Indu Daulam Swachandanatham Sutma. यह अम सुन ध्यान अमिस स्वच्छंदनाथ सुंदन कि अम कोर 5 कल वोल 18 नर वोल अकिस डायमंडस पे आई विल शो यू दैट पिक्चर जस्ट नाउ विद अ मिनट आल्सो like this. Do you see it?
हमारा साफ है हाँ ठीक
So next time I will be showing you should अर्धा नर करिथन भगवान स्वच्छंदनाथ तो यह अकिस रुद्रस पे अथस पे अमिस 5 कल यह भयानक it was a terrific. So भगवती बादशाह अतन कि कुस्तान तिस शक्ति आई यस शक्ति मे सत who wants to fight me or who wants to defeat me, who wants to create obstacle in this creation of this great this jagata. क्या करिए she created a false army. There was a water pitcher. At water pitcher nazar at netis मज गो पुत्र रुद्र गो पद बैरव गो पद अमिस रमन बैरव नाव बे ब्या नोट नोट अमच सिग्निफिकेंस पे हेको पता कत कर सिंबल क्या यथ बिंडे तथ ब्रह्मांडे दपान कि नटिस मज ती ब्रह्मांडस मज नोट यह गोल आकार ओवल शेप जगत सो सोरी ओवल शेप पृथ्वी गोल सूर्य गोल चंद्रमा गोल बोम गोल बृहस्पति गोल सोरी गोल इक्लिप्ट सोरी it's round तमी किन राउंड 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 सृष्टि राउंडस मज गसान अम त्रो अथ पिक्चरस पे नजर अत द्राव वटुक वटुक गो भगवती हूं इच्छा पुत्र the sun which she created with her desire to fight this shakti which was and which she could not identify. Sukatha shows in the shape of Swachandanatha. Pat korin byak putra khada temsus now Raman Bhairav. So they start fighting with this. Emis Swachandanatha sit. Swachandanathan was it was just Temson's Krida. So tem kor वो लुफ्त हो गए यमन बादशाह वाटक बैरवस तो रमन बैरवस बादशाह we defeated this Swachandanath. While as वो नहीं थी, it was nothing like that. He is undefeatable. Nobody can defeat Lord Shiva. So they started enjoying and they got a boon from mother, goddess mother Parvati. She too thought that these two desired putras, my Icha putras, they have saved us, they have saved this creation from destruction, and she has given them a boon. Jutnak var kya jutnak, yus to yasa zoi was, yus so tuhund amizan mugdo, tuhus puja kari, temsinis garas sagas samriddhi. They will be well off. Their welfare will be taken care by me. Those who worship you on your birthday, which is, and it was year's intervening night of 13th and 12th and 13th of Fagn Krishna Paksh. Yat is Herath Vana. Go ak aspect. Do you get me, Ajij? Doyim chu, I'm do chuni chun akoches, uskya kash mana, uchuni yimana. We never celebrate, we never keep a fast of Shivratri. Huh? It is just, it's a recent term which we have attached to it. After Maharaja Ranbir Singh. Till Ranbir Singh, there is no Grantha wherein there is mentioned, this Shivratri's name is mentioned. Those olden Granthas which are available, yeah, it is only, it's known as Bhairav Yag or Hararatri or Herath. Yaman Avidyan. Doyum Chu, the same day, Ami Do Gav Shaman, Bhagwan Dupunan, Yaman Sui Ahankar, Kiman Bashavana Main. They became egoistic that we have defeated a big demon and saved this creation from destruction. So ego kotimun satha akash. They became very much egoistic. On the same day, what happened? Atigav akpodak, pillar of fire. Yatas Panancha Agnistamb. You go to the board gasan, it became so high and less. Actually, there is a shloka for it. Adi antarahitam visam vikasa dikmatigam. This fire pillar had no end and no beginning point. So Mother Goddess Parvati ordered Raman and Vatak, go and see where it starts from and where it ends. They got tired, but they never could find its end, beginning point or end point. It was simply to break their ego. So they might defeat Gasitai, they bowed before Mother Goddess and worshipped her. Mother, we are not able to understand the secret of this Agnisitamba. It can be nothing but it is a roop of its incarnation of Lord Shiva himself. Only he can find its adi and end. So by midnight, this fire pillar, ye shant ho gaya. Ye go shant. Gav yus ye agnistamb was, ye agnistamb yamichi pad gav. The yamichi shant gav, it was midnight. Everybody started worshipping this Swachandanatha. Gav our choices, that's why we celebrate Har Ratri. Har means Bhagwan Shankar. Har, where we saw Hara Shankara, Shankara's incarnation in shape of a Agnisatamba. You will be astonished that we still did from the last thousands of years, we Kashmiri Pandits are celebrating that Agnisatamba in shape of Swanyapatul. Sun Patul. Sun go deep. Yatnana Ajit Shutna Antshu. Otherwise, wherever we should worship Linga, we never worship Linga, and there's no precedence among the Hindus to worship Linga without Pranali. Pranali means Parvati. This is the only day you should akkoido yamdo Bhagavan Shivan Sanyapatlikis Puja, Rupasmus Puja Karni, Sanyapatlago, deep Linga without Parvati. Because it's having no end. You should action talak sakar goal, action agita antasan kihina. Oshu which you should sanya patul chasan chunki you should Harsan's murti. This is the murti of Hara. Har means Bhagwan Shankar. Chunki there is a precedence that we can never worship Lord Shiva without Parvati, without Pranali. So what we do on Amavasya, the day, 15th day of this festival, we immerse this into the holy water. Kashir Mazwala, Urjivets type at Wala, Urdis, yet use it at IC, so Yatis Vanachu Parmuzan, huh? China, Parma, Sedushan Parmuza. We should feel proud that our civilization, the symbols of our civilization, are found in the excavation of Hadappa and Majodara. Because these.
Maharaj, I have a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So you say, sorry to interrupt. Basically, you say it is kind of a story of creation from the Kashmiri Pandit perspective. Then, Devi is creating the world, and Shiva appears in the Swachandra form, and then she creates the Vatuk Bhairav and Raman Bhairav as Ichaputra. So, does that sound kind of is that correct?
Yeah. That what, sir?
Well, it's kind of a story of creation.
Yes, it is. It is definitely a story of creation. It is definitely a story of creation, and we should be proud that we are just continuing it. Gomut ki ashu, you say 1339 onwards, yus ashe 500 within the continuity issues such putumus during the Islamic invasion from 1339 up to Ranjit Singh's time, up to Ranbir Singh's time, the once Dogras took over Kashmir J&K state, we have passed through a turmoil and everything was vanished. Our books, our scriptures, our universities, our whatnot. That's enshrined in this Jonah Raj Taragni, Shiva's Raj Taragni, Prajvat's Raj Taragni, even Muslim chronicles. If you go through this Tafatul Abab and Baristani Shahi, you will find whatnot. Everything was destroyed by them. So that continuity has broken. That there is a big break. That's why there are certain distortions. Otherwise, we are continuously celebrating that festival, which is thousands of years old. Had it not be like that, then we would have never found this Sanipatla in Hadappa and Majodaro. People say this.
तो मतलब वो सोचता हूँ शिवलिंग मैं उसने पता है डिफरेंस बिटवीन साइनपत्र and शिवलिंग मगर ये डायग्राम छो थोमुत अतमज छो शिवलिंग थोमुत शिवलिंग / साइनपत्र
ये should basically Rohit ji and them source में सोचमुतन computer खतर ये them she गलती करन. It is not Shivling. Definitely it is Shivlinga, but it is Shivlinga without Pranali. And Shivlinga without Pranali is known as Sanipatula.
Same night basically when Shiva when the creation process started, so same night each Swachandra Bhairav God Yiman Broadstein the Vatuk Bhairav the Raman Bhairav Sitaran have a duel with them. The same time he also appears as this unending steel Agnistav.
Yes, it is definitely that. It is definitely that. And then Parvati Mata kya karan swach karan pati panun pan yami sari kahani gasanchi. Then she gives them a boon. To tancha sai manu timan say prosperity. Those who will worship you people, Vatuk and Raman, on this eve of their birthday, they will be prosperous. Tampachak Vananan, Yususa Amido Chunki as Augustum Kisrupas, Bhagwan Lord Shiva has taken incarnation. So one who worships Lord Shiva with you and you with Lord Shiva on during this night, they will get moksha as well. They will get moksha, prosperity, bhog or moksha pradhanam. Now they will get material as well as spiritual upliftment. So we Kashmiri Pandits were so religiously, so deeply celebrating this festival कि तोह तरिव पान फिक्रियन कि कसा सोच श्रान अमिस भगवान सज पूजा करना अत मज ना we are having two parts. We worship Shivlinga, this Sanipatla, we worship Vatuk Bhairav, we worship Raman Bhairav, but they too had created an army. Army there were 11 commandants. commanders. Those are the 11 Bhairvas. Those 11 Bhairvas are to be offered food. Food of their choice. Those Bhairvas are along with Vatok and Raman Bhairu, Vatoknath, Bhut Balebya, Vetal Raj, Bhukat Kesha, Satan Ketrapal, Mangal Raj, Yogini Balebya, Vishwak Sain, Jayak Sain, Tejas or Chandas. These are 11 Bhairvas. And we offer them, we never worship them, but we offer them food. Where? In this Dulu. Dulu is a symbol of 11 Bhairvas. So we offer food to them. There was a question. Yamis Simon Bata Travan, Simon Side Ni Gastravun, Bata Utibilism, Archaka Mantar. How mantra such of Duvari bay time, because bay yatmus, the part, then it will be complete and covered. Which must Yamis Bata for sorry function over gay. Once we complete our puja and once we take our food, everything, then this is to be just Achu Paramuzana Sankaram. Paramuzan go, Suri Shangan, the head of the family, he takes it out and just puts it somewhere. Kaski yum barrow shashi. Bhairvas, we always Bhairvas, we think that Bhairva can take shape of dog. Chana Ocean Hoon Betrava, Ocean Hoon is Trava in Kaski, there are stories, there are proofs that Bhairva, I'm just once we go to these cremation grounds, we see that there's one dog along with Bhairva. So at so many times dog has taken shape of this Bhairva. In Mahabharata we see Yaksha, he went to Swarag with Yudhishthira in shape of a dog. So at kya chase karan, he says travan kunjay saab jai, atman chas Bhairo se kyun chusan Bhairo ditmu. So time you atman chun he Herath Puja karan the ban kan travu huns na. You chasan hunsi travu never kan. Pat chalon valon ye, we wash it. And pat chasan tulun to karun shuri thavun tat nasi pat. Kya ji mo suno you chasan on the same day rat chun asan gari thavun bat ke. And sari shangan wangan ye kasi time you do parmozun yun. We should not touch anything else there. Even
the Kshetrapal, the Shanivar significance,
Kshetrapal go, original Lord. We think that nothing is possible without the divine intervention of God, which is a fact that it's not you or me or anybody else which are able to with which this world sustains. So there is some supernatural force which runs this whole world, that's Brahman. But he is representative in the shape of Kshetradipati, regional lord, Kshetrapal, and then the area lord, Rashtrajipati. So in every puja, in every yajna, we are supposed to worship these two lords, the regional lord plus the national lord. Kshetrapaliman Vanan Chitimgai Sanivari, in Machavaris. In Sanivari, in the shape of Sanivaris. Sanivaris means the energies, the different energies, the different forms of energies which Parvati Mata had created during the creation of this universe. We offer our offerings, we give our offerings to submit our offerings to these different energies, and these are Amikinchasan Kunjai, Tre Kunjai, so we are having, but we should keep at least 2 yoginis. Yoginis means different forms of energies. We worship energy in different forms.
I got disconnected, so I missed the Kshetrapal, sorry.
Kshetrapal means this entire cosmos runs with the wish of a supernatural force, and that supernatural force is known as Brahman or Lord Shiva, Paramashiva. But his representatives in shape of the regional Lord where we live, the Lord who is just sustaining us there in shape of a Kshetradipati, regional Lord, and the area Lord, Rashtrajipati. Khyam Khetradipati, Ram Rashtraadipati are regional lords and area lords are national lords. In every puja, we are supposed to worship them because we owe our existence to them. It is because they protect us. Regional lord and area lord protects us, allows us to do things. So we give our offerings to that Paramashiva in shape of these Khetradhipatis, Khyam Khetradhipati and Ram Rashtraadhipati, Khetrapals. And yoginis, Vajasanyavadi Manvana, Jim Gay, Machavari Gay, Khetradhipati Gay, Machavari, Laksh Laksh. Patim Vajashasan, these are different forms of energy which Mother Goddess had created during the time of creation. While she was creating the universe, she has created it in different forms of energies. And those are yoginis. We worship those different forms of energies in shape of Sanyavari. That's why we keep 3, 4, 2, but we should keep it in energies are in plural form. So it should be more than one. Then there are rishis whom we worship. Rishis are the guides. Rishis are the symbols. Rishis are the symbols of civilization. Without a civilizational concept, we cannot run. So they too are in plural. They are not in singular. Rishi is not one. Rishis are, some say 16, some say 6, some say 8, but these are in plural. Rishis means our guides. Rishis means civilization. So Ösh karan yiman ch vanan resh durje. Öd ch travan to, but tat mo chun asan khan men travun. Ken tat mo ch travun, dod travun, kand travun. The imam Khetradhipati ch yiman ch asan sirf an travun, tomul, only tomul. Yiman chun be khavan tomul bagar chun asan yiman, we have to offer them only rice. And whatever.
When you say Khetrapati, Khetrapati asman chute Sanyavari include karan.
Ana, das mus gay machavari. Sanyavari ch pan asan prathas. Ken ch travan, few people offer them food or rice, few milk, but whatever riti, whatever food we cook, recipes we cook, those are to be offered in Dulu only. And Atman
Bartend sirf Tamil to do according to
Khetrapal Arag Traun, Bakan Pan Travan, Dot Distribution Travan, Dot Kantravan Bat, Batfalina Travan, actually. Chuna Santraun, Timan, Yashi offering which is soon Vagarushi, sorry Asantraun, Dulismas. Yumni Dulian Achasan. And there is if somebody says that it is a Muslim precedence, they have, because of influence of Islam, we have done this. There's nothing as such. Before the advent of Islam, there are two big scriptures available to us. One is Swachanda Tantra and one is Kolarnav Tantra. Kolarnav Tantra and Swachanda Tantra are at least 3,000 years old. Before the advent of Buddhism, their tikas means commentaries, there are available commentaries which were written by the scholars before the advent of Islam. So in those two scriptures, Swachanda Tantra and Kolarnav Tantra, there is clearly mentioned that we should offer non-vegetarian food to Bairavas during this night. So there is no question that it's not religious. It is our ignorance or ason again. Yushivananchu. The Yakachani, Atmachu, Sachandanathas, so Atsagas Trekusmusun Travel, use Woodwunasi, use Poinismas Ashi, Chalcher, Butcher, and Akashas Mujus. So Akashas must go to Ostravan Puchan. God the Ostravan, Shun the Ostravan. So it is clearly mentioned. Some because somebody says that Ishamara Kunjai Likhit, since I am not aware of it, so I say Namara Kunjai Likhit. But with authority, I say here that it is enshrined in our scriptures. One is Swachandan Baro and another is Kolarnav Tantra. Swachanda Tantra and Kolarnav. It is clearly mentioned that what should we offer? Even if agar us khawan asam napan, it's not necessary that if I am a vegetarian, no. But in the references which I am giving you, there is clear mention of that, mention of it that we should offer them non-vegetarian foods. It's not a salmon or this is this. There's nothing like that. Acha, you to you maran chu sargavas gasan chu yim kashirin ziman pata aisi us newel shin fulana so spoins patrana suti us times shumshan barrows thavan so taitatan. So it's not that we are using yamis square sushman yamis steel is the one tatmas tishkana. There is sinister art asana to spiritual development what there is nothing.
Question was you see Kshetrapal Yorni. So Kshetrapal, is it right to assume that Kshetrapals are representative like of Shiva and Sanivaris are more representative of Shakti, but in a regional lower plane kind of thing? Is that how we should think about it?
Sure, we cannot say it is far inferior energy. Usually, second, we can't say that it is Shiva, but it is a form of Shiva. Everything is Shiva. You can say
lower tattva.
Lower tattva sem haka vani tim chi Shiva. Kaz khetadipati ta rashtrapati heki asit Shiv sundu swarup. But Kumarji shu Sanya Patul Yushu Yanita Dupuzur Yatvananchi Yatis Manunchuna. Because of our ignorance, we call that as Dupuzur. It is never a Dupuzur. Dupuzur means stand for Dupa. It's not that. It is Kumarji, son of Lord Shiva and Parvati. Kumarji is Lord of prosperity. Kumarji is Lord of prosperity. Khazanu Yemistisha, Lakshmi Yemistisha, Tamuk Molik Kumarji, so we worship him. I Mistichasan Asan Tavan, I Mistichasan Tavin so we should not keep dupe over it. It's not a dupe stand.
And Sanivaran much look alag read as them is of them can trauma.
Sanivaran can read us. I read cerebral seals. So
Sanivaran
trauma, offer Karan Dot trauma, Sush trauma, trauma, but put the trauma, dot trauma. Okay, issue that's not universal. That's such one's choice. But you see a non-vegetarian offering, we offer that food only to Dulu.
Don't
The Mutan, Mos Mission Pata, Umeji Savanakin Kathanas Manaki. I should show Yishuna Path Yushkatan, but Afghanistan, Central Asia, but it's nothing that it's an issue. Human Vadvan, whom the Indian, Yim Pachati Vedvan, Western intellectuals, Aswananch, Shaivism, Masago, 6th century Maskara. Because we are being offered poison and we happily and gladly consume that poison. So there is clear mention of Vedas that walnut is representative of Chatur Vedishwaraya. Achvana Chatur Vedishwar. Dunishvana Sutur Vedishwar. Chatur Vedishwar go, Yishukaran signify 4 Vedas. Yajurved, Rigved, Samveda, Atharved. So there is no doubt about it. We are using this walnut from ages together, and it's moreover it's a seasonal fruit. Dry fruit, but it's not that. Had it been like that, the lacquer is badam. Badam is more durable than walnut. But since there is clear mention of it in Upanishads, in Vedas, in the Brahma Sutras, it is Chatur Vedishwaraya. Chatur Vedishwaraya means it is a representative of symbol of 4 Vedas. So it is a pious fruit for we people, so we use it. We use it.
Nirmal Patra, Pranit Patra.
Nirmal Patra goes to Patra, Puja, Yamis Karan, Jala Abhishek Karanchi, Yamis, once we offer water or any other thing to Lord Shiva, and so going Yatmas Karanchi, Travanch, Punt, touching Nirmal Patra. So I keep them chikan, so that has to do nothing with water grass. So
you should sorry you sorry point when Borway the special Nirmal Travan, so Thalas,
so Yatmas Travan, so you go Nirmal Patra. So Chasamaga M do Travan do Imido, so Chana M do Travan, I'm those sirf use dulis mon batu so your yami sari pan khanven so pat last aspect use jotasi so thayu cover karit at travis never kan pankat se kayas teki shok so phone te travis teki te kholi ani wapas travis ve itna se pat translate vakan don traum pan don thavni thay put
so Nirmal chu next day round
ha
Nirmal chan mara next day round
Nirmal gas subanas do mi do traun yam do subanas marzan dils saaf kur tami vis gas patraun Nirmal ya
what placement regarding Maharaj back question Maharaj wana ki now we have all displaced and don't know what Khetrapal are in our place of location. What does one do in the case of Khetrapal is not known?
Khetrapal is never known by any name. Khetrapal is Khyam Khetrajipati Nama, Ram Rashtrajipati Nama, Harkadibya, Vatkadibya. So that is local Barwa. Local Barwa is known by a name. And I am not talking about local Barwa. Wherever we live by the Kripa of our Khetrapals. And those their name is universal name. Khyam Khetrajipati Nama, Ram Rashtrajipati Nama. So we have to do nothing with their names.
Pramodji has a question. Pramodji.
Mara Namaskar Sanjay ji.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Bumarachus New Jersey Pete. I'm in the zone 3 and I have one question. We follow this every year. Is Marachi Dulis Mans Travan na Prashad, uses Prashad Banavanche, Sushi Travan Dulis Mans. Patilis Prashad Ushad Pak Batabaka, sorry, come out dinner winner core. Pachime Vanan parent ki hey Yitrasa and Never. The Yitrasa Never, to Tori is a wapas. The Kat Karjani Kansi, wapas is a Pat Chelize Karze. Then you talk to Nalk. So the poncho, thanda poncho, garam kekar, then you don't talk for like 5-10 minutes. Then you put it in the sink and then you go. I do basically Herath with my brother Vinod in New Jersey. Is this why are we doing that? What is the reason behind that?
There's a reason behind that. Is Karankam, is Yamizi Watukuna, Mother Yamizi Dul Parmuzan is the Atman Amut ki Ash believes spiritually chose Seta high butter. Usmin Manan ki Bara was Sivan and Mugrahan Karna Kutr. Bara was such at Avaki Utusna, the Pan was Atwaktas Monsagastin Yad and Yabartin Yorunki. I got to Yad Isu. Yushi Wakatos at his Posh Masfanan. Posh Masas Monsa Gastin Yorun Yabarki, Atwaktas Musasan, Bara Natsan, at fortnight as once. So Uskia is Karankam between Watu Parmuz, Dul Parmuzan. Also, Sonja, you go to peaceful Gasun. Sanya Atagasna can't disturb one's gas in human Baravan. So Uskia is Karan, which is Bilkul like peacefully Karanan, I just Travaiman Batagan, like what you want, when you could sure share Karnabagar, disturb Karnabagar, is Papas Asangar. That is the only reason behind it. That so that you should weaken Stevana, Yamizi is Batas of Kaman. I shock this is a I should say it is a symbol of our civilization. How much civilized Kashmiri Pandits are. Do you remember that? Yim Prun Asan Buzaragasan, Agaris Kato is Bat Kama Kachikana, Wahamko Tokte, he Bat Kama like Nakatkaran. This is considered as a bad thing. We should not talk. So that once we are doing it, we should totally have concentration on our food. If I put you shock symbol of culture, once we have offered this food to Barabas, we should not disturb them. We should not make any noise. So that Tim Kasan is disturbed Gasin, Kay Tim Chasan, Daivi Shakti, things Abhishab Gasnes Milun, Time King Asmana Buzara, Kat Gasna Karinki, and we should follow that. It's a ritual, we should follow that.
There are question Maharaj regarding it's related, which is basically explain different use of different samgris. Maharaj likhit ki bell patra significance of walnuts koruta already cover. Asmas Maharaj be Vishnu Kalash is drying tat bare mas versus Brahm Kalash, like Vishnu Kalash versus Brahm Kalash drying with chuna, etc. Tamish significance kya?
Puja, such an Yavan, your 9 is 10 direction, we are having 10 directions. Puro, Pacham, Dakhin, Uttar, Ishan, yes, I northeast, no, southwest, southeast, the Dishai, upper the Niche, Imshid the Dishai. Yotain Iman Dahan Dishai, then Lord, and along with Brahma, the creator, and Gayatri. Yotain Yims Puja, Karn Kuhui Puja Chantutan complete Gasa. Chai as Havan, as Miakala, as Shrada, as Kanti Puja Yatmas, Yegi Karn. Yatmas Kanshi offering Sasan Dini, Taswa Puja Chanivan, Yemen directional lords and Digapal in the Puja Burger Karn. So Ami Kin Shoistravan, Diman Digapal in the Kotra Shoistravan, symbol and their sign in shape of that Brahma Kalash. Pesha Mahaganipson's Puja Karing, Ganapim's Kumarji in Puja, Saraswati, Mahalakshmi's Puja Karing, such Uth Kalashkil diagrams Mustravan. Pachata diagrams was in Panamanche, sketch, Tatmachis Tamapat, Okismus, one chun to Patachan, which has continued to put not to Tatmas Taun, Doon Aka. Beach at Mazbagatan Panaunch, Ashtadal, Ashtadal Spatch Town, Gayatri Murti Gausu, Yatas Kalashwananchi, Amches, Patakalshala of the Vanche. You should go and Karin. So such Harpunya, which Agatha Miakalasa, which would Laganasa, which was Shradasa, which would Garasmus Havanasa, which would Kalshis Satap, Nachu Guarnetima Karnat, MC Yumni Digpal and Shivan, I said, directional lord and Chukanti Puza Ivankarna, Mahagayate, the Maganish, Guarnat Puza Ivankarna. If Kalashu Temple, Perchai, Islay Oshi Yakara, Atmosphere, it as it is relevant to other Puzas. Now we have to do this Kalash Puja. Kalash Kyashu is one moment. These are 10 directional lords plus creator Brahma plus Mahaganish, Kumar, Shreya, Saraswati, Mahalakshmi, and Gayatri. Ochi Iman Kalsha Puja, Machi Yumdi now you want, and Yumni Yuan Kwar Chalna, what Pachumni Buthiwan Chalna, Pachumni Tokiwan Karna, Pachumni offerings one, Dakana, Pachumni Nivitiwan Karan, then we start our normal puja.
Thank you, Maharaj. Vijayji Maharaj, Vijay Darji question.
Maharaj, procedures one two tantras from 3,000 years ago, Sachanta Tantra and the other tantra that you said that's where all of these things are kind of in detail. Imcha actually survived with over all these 700 years of Muslim occupation. Did they survive, or is it all mostly oral tradition that has gone on from generation to generation to us?
These are available.
So they have survived through all these
yes.
700 years.
It's very much. Continuity nahi rahi hai, yes, everything is available.
So have they been published?
Yes, previously Research Department of Jammu and Kashmir, they have published it, but as you know, Muslims have destroyed everything. So these granthas, these scriptures are not easily available, but you can find it here and there. One copy is with me. I am having Kolarna Tantra and Sashan Tantra.
You always know Maharaja Pratapana is permitting Kitabu published in 78.
I have make sure because I am a student of it. I love it. It's my hobby and I am concentrating on it. Karmakanda aspect and I should say Kashmiri Pandit scriptures, Hindu scriptures.
Oh, no.
So I have been able to trace almost all the main scriptures and I have gone through them. So that's why I am able to talk.
Thank you, Mara.
Thank you.
There are clear directions enshrined in our scriptures. There's one Tantra, Vijnana Bhairava. That's very, I should say, we can start whatever is being sold by these saints, Sadhguru Maharaj, this Ravi Shankarji Maharaj, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, it's all Vijnana Bhairava. And even Rajneesh, Maharishi Rajneesh Temsun lucid commentary on Vijnana Bhairava. That's easily available. Maybe cover so much of the
Book of Secrets.
Book of Secrets. So it's a Kashmir Shaiva Darshan Trika Granth, Vijnana Bhairava. But they sell this to the world, but without just accepting it that it belongs to it as a Kashmiri Granth. It belongs to Kashmiri Pandits.
Isn't the one actually kitab they were also sent to all these universities, and which is a conference at in San Jose. It's called Science and Non-Duality. I mean, most 600, 500, 600 people join that conference every year. Last year, and they are hardly any of them are Indians, but they all talk about Kashmir Shaivism. They actually acknowledge that this is such a great tradition that it's so scientific and so detailed and so sophisticated. So they do talk about it, but they probably don't understand it as well as we can understand it, because we actually have it in our
blood.
In our blood, yes. So it's a pity that they are the ones who are teaching us.
Vigyan Barvas people, the people who tamper with their traditions. यम पंजन जो अपनी परंपराओं के साथ छेड़छाड़ करते हैं, उनकी एग्जिस्टेंस जो होती है वो खतरे में पड़ती है. तो that has actually happened without knowing the basics of it. We have started tampering our traditions. आत कर तमारा छोट आत मारा ची बाट मतलब जन को ये मारा सारी हेरथ है शिवरात्रि करान च बस क्या है नहीं करान है ना. Without going into details of it, we have started tampering and just aslok shah karun aspect. 5 years, whatever we have been doing from thousands of years, we started doubting our own existence. That's why we are destroyed. Otherwise, tell me, except us, nobody observes a fast of Shiv Chaturdashi. That too strictly for 3 days. Have we just posed any question to anybody? Because I am living, I am doing everything according to Laugakshi Mahamuni, and they are doing according to the directions of their Guru. Kanchaini, Unjai Istas Machukanat, one also Tachuyagni Valak, Adinjain Munusumriti Petpakan. So I am strictly supposed to follow the directions of my saint, my just code of conduct. My code of conduct has been framed by one great saint, Laugakshi Mahamuni, and that book is available. That's called as Laugakshi. Whatever we do strictly according to the directions of Laugakshi. Any puja we do, that's primarily based on one tantra, that's a Rudrayamal Tantra. And Rudrayamal Tantra is strictly following the directions led by Mahamuni Laugakshi. You will find that the yajna which we perform, we perform long yajna for 24 hours. You will hardly see that any other Hindu performing such a long yajna and then Sahasranam, Sahakar Karan. There is no concept of Sahakar among the other people, except few people who are performing these Durga Saptashati yajnas, Chandi Ma yajna. There's otherwise usage normally Karachi, which we normal Hindus, Kashmiri Pandits do, that Sahakar, Devi Sahakar, Ganesh Sahakar, Kumar Sahakar, Suri Sahakar, Vishnu Sahakar. You will never find that precedence, that practice amongst the rest of Hindus. Because we are having
sorry to interrupt. Asmarachi, when you zitra question bay. Ajay ji to pursue.
Next Marachu Vashdev related. Kich Vashdev Karan, Kichan Karan. So agar ka Vashdev Karan, do they still do Propan separately? Can touch Vashdev Simazima? What is the correct way of doing that?
Prepun Akilite Karun. Prepun Akilite Karun, Suchu Vashdev Sitasan Karun. Vashdev Shu basically you offer Karanch. We are supposed to offer our मतलब इसका चाहे हवन आए चाहे कांची चीज आए, we are supposed to offer our food, whatever we are having, chachuvari आए bata आए to our ancestors. Chana is travan tachwana darba dakinagan darba nastri. Sushasan travan towards darbi pachasan thavan towards south asan head karunda patsan travan so go guzar panyan purvajan panyan patron chest aspect divan. Patches devam yim bakai is basan shit yiman demanchana butchery. Butchery gay tim creatures which we hardly see through our naked eye. Guys, so Sasabud vari bront, yam once there was no concept of these germs, these insects. Existence. We are offering to Manchesman, Kachiri, Butchery, Shaktian, Yatavan, Purvagan, Darban Nasti, Shestravan, Shurkunachana, Akstravan, Shurkundar, Dakstravan, Bonkundar, Dar Gitpojas, Bonkuntravanch, Sagai, Patron the Kotre, the Fogai, Yaman Kachri Butchery, Kotata, Chupkini Namasi, Dula Namasi, yum creatures with open eyes, naked eyes, which open. Then we perform that Navid mantra. Navid mantra usage karanchi, Navid mantra se achi here says Monchasan, Tra mantra ka, tre cheese karing. Atkasan Trathal thawi. Trathal go, Agatoi Vasidiv, Godakashi Vasidiv, Karni Karan, Vasidiv Shun Yamis Karapan, Chamot, Patron Chudunidun. Agarma can't ask the demand because of any reason. Elgas can come, then you should prepare 3 thalis. Ak thal gas thawn, Yatmos Ak Bata soup. Begasan Tatmos Zimich thawn. Zimich gay, Yanaye, Yasayet, I go never travuna, Yamana, Bakshan, birds and the Kurtu. Piagas thawn, Danas, but Akmir, the Akmir Gasiman, Ketrapal and Trawin, Burger, Sanyavian, not much of iron. So go Aktal, Doyim Talgo, Yatmos Kahan Baron in Kurtraj, Audi, Trim Talgo, maybe the mantra tal. You should Akoi Karan. Humanti Yaman Vasdiv Chukaran, Timantu Sui, Navi the mantra Karan Akoi, Yumno Vasdiv Karan, Timantu Sui Karan. Is the Navi mantra Shinkarin. Nice Zenavi Chinbanam, Navi Akoi.
Thank you, Mara.
You want to Sanyavan round, Ketrapala Nike?
You hit Ketrapal, Sanyavan Chunas, Ketrapal. Ketrapal. Any other questions, sir? Samagri वो तो सोचो सामग्री मतलब बना सामग्री च आत्मज लगान आत्मन च आसान वुचो यस युष्ट अस का पूजा करान च तत मन च अस भगवानस गणती आवाहन करान आवाहन खतर छ दरब हंस पेवान जरूरत तम पत छ अस करान कमन ट्यूब करान तम खतर छ संद्र पेवान जरूरत पत छ नरवन गंडान तम खतर छ नरवन पेवान जरूरत पत छ आसान अस गणती भगवानस खोर छालन चाहे उस वोर वोजु पूजा करो या हवनिश पूजा करो यमन भगवान आह्वान करुन यमन the deities whom we want to invoke, we have to just wash their feet. Ashitin खोर छालन खोर छालन खतर छ आसान 5 चीज बकार तत म छ आसान लाजात कुमकुमम सायवो सर्वशुद्धि समन्वता दरबाम कुरम जलम सायवो एतत्य पाज लक्षणम. These are 5 things which we use for washing their foot. क्या आगो दरब बेगो पून बेगई लाये बेगो कुमकुम कुमकुम गो ट्यूक पजु रेड ट्यूक लाजा कुमकुम सायवो सर्वशुद्धि गौ सर्वशुद्धि पून दरब लाये तो बे कुमकुम यम गसन अकिस पूनस मज मिलनावे अम सह भगवानस खोर छालन पत भगवानस छलुन बुथ तथ मन कर ब्रे सरश ग्याव जाव गई वुश्क रचना दरब रचना आसान त्रावन तथ मज बे ऊम दो त्रावन जाम दो त्रावन तुमल फुल त्रावन तो बे गो पून अम सह गो छलुन यह सा भगवानस बुथ पत गुड़ दिन गुड़ दिनस यमे चीज लगान तथ तेल फलियन अलाव त्रावन बे माश पिथना त्रावन बे बसम दुब बसम सह त्रावन रचना तम सह गो पत कर भगवानस सान पतल श्रान सान पतल सह श्रान कर पे हुमन त्रावन गड़ पीतना नॉर्मली यह लगान बे लगान अत मज नवीद गायत्री यम पूजा कर तमिस ऑफर नवीद कर तथ मज ग नार झील हना बादाम रचना किशमिश पीतना ग सह तमिस ऑफर बे भगवान शंकरस तांबूल कर तांबूल गो सफर प्लस इलायची प्लस लून प्लस थोड़ा बहुत मिश्री एंड पे भगवानस कंद कर अर्पन सह अत मज लगान बेल पत्र पत्र कर या बेल पत्र कर मज बेल पत्र कहीं मज पत्र यह जरूरी तथ मे कुन जाए कह चीज लिखित इट इज नॉट रेलिवेंट टू वी पीपल क्या बिकॉज वी हैड नो अस कहीं कॉन्सेप्ट बेल पत्र यम बेल स्तोत्र यम सान खतर रेलिवेंट क्या चीज सह तथ क्या करो पत्र लागान अगर वह जान गो बेल पत्र वैसे बेल पत्र सठा सिग्निफिकेंस मगर बटन तूत ज्यादा परेशानी बेल पत्र कर पत्र लागान Beis lagan vena. It put ne vena nebrushi, it put osne belpotter asetaiti kya. Osh mother lagan, vena lagan, posh lagan. Posh lagan. You should ask me, by and large, you will use a sam, Akmachashi, you such indigenous. Ush, yim surge accepts Gayatri, accepts Kalash. Ush, we keep them as on over a sheet of grass. Yatis Vananchi, Ush Taman, Ramgodish Tama, repeat over a sheet of grass. Kalashis Taman, Sinipotlus Taman, Kumarjas Taman, Sunjis Taman. Song should be important. Har kuni puja goes got song zam. Guys, there are 3 deities yim asanchi witnessed our puja. Ago dupu shosan live god. Bego yitsung to shasan. Bego Bhagwan Siri. इसलिए चीज कराएं यमन त्रिशुवनी पूजा कुंज पूजा मन करान दुपस पूजा दुपस करान जो तथ त्रावान पोश रतन दीपस त्रावान या अथ संजस त्रावान पोश बे करान टोक बे करान निर्मालस मज श्री भगवानस टोकन क्याज यमै छ आसान लाइव विटनेसेस टू आवर any puja which we were perform. These are the 3 witnesses that we have offered our puja to our deity. So you song the guys town, get the guys town with Iri pattern. But the guys you song, Mars should do. Paramuzun, go you could kunjai town, you guys in Satakarunki, Agar, when you smoke a series trauma points, yet channel possibility points, when you dash berto, kunjaito, but allow you to run till its oil ends.
So I want to keys tala tawin is a gases per town can suppose solution
Sugo Brahmakal shun gas per town sanki. Brahmakal shasam banaun takas pomposh shuthaun, oat patlan pomposh guest town. Maduna that chun sitam is banau, that banau is oat petal lotus, earth petrasan town, that through posh petal, that's an urasan town.
Question actually the question combine related. While we are performing Herath Puja, what should be our state of mind and how can we involve kids and youth in an effective way? Is it possible for people to be part of the puja if they are staying away from the family? Related chat, please correct me if I am wrong. Is it more important that we focus on traditions, which is wreath, than offering made with true faith and devotion?
Unless and until it put we can as kath ki you isharan mas kath ki creation srishti nirman jyoti satam. We will be able to attract our younger generation and kids and youths towards it once we attach some scientific background to it, logic and reason to it. You cannot just make them to run or follow you without any reason. You should be your reasoning should be scientific. So I'm accession get can't cheese them yum. Yes, but actually, a cultural continuity and civilizational continuity is where even we will be able to justify our civilizational continuity in a scientific manner. That by that, only by that, we can attract our youths and kids to our tradition. It's not only to Shivratri or to Herath or to any other thing, but towards the whole of this. If we want them to continue with us, with this civilization, with this concept, then we will have to make them to understand what we are doing is super scientific. It is continuity of a civilization. Number 2, one utahir. Is it important? It is very much important. It is very much important that we should follow our traditions strictly according to our traditions only. Agar kuni jai te compromise karan chhe, wherever you make compromises, then the sika is limit. Then sika it loses its significance. Gomut kya shu batan mas badwara problem comes. We are just we are compromising our basic structures. That's why we are losing the relevance of our these traditions. We should never compromise. Bono Akad Boygash was a city, Sari Kud Bod Sant. He was totally vegetarian. But Yamizi Yat Vatak Bear was Puza Asan Karin, Sos no Pan Shun, Sos 8 kilo Shun Anna, Patkaran, and Miss Bear was offer. Yat Kitavi Mansulikit, Boparota Shulu. Boparota Shulu. Akhana Paramchka. Om Him Shim Devi Putra Vatak Barva Agacha Agacha Raksha Raksha Sugantya Dup Deep Deep Dup Pishachik Bulim Vashat Swaha. Asha. You go Bulim go Shun Deus. Yetha Porch Om Krim Shim Kapil Jata Jut Baswar Agni Vatala Barva Ihi Anna Masaj Anna Mas Aj Bulim Graha Graha Vashat Dakini Agni Vatara Zaina. Now, Yaman Granthan Monchulik showed Emis Deus, which is Deus, Ak non vegetarian op Yasay food curus up Yasay starving. Biak base curus, a yam kusum base curus, a yam kusum. Yam is Ushwana, Pani Suvidai Anusarya, Pani Chai Anusar. Nasa Isosocian Yukaran, Isasakaro. Telikashu what kui baron. Shada Maharashi, Mish Shada Gari, Bubarno, what kui to Malam Shada Manchum Bagavan, the Manchum what kui baron. Telika Agar Aspet Mano, Telikashu Logani Koron. Shada Mosmara, you gave me Zananta was Shada Maharashi, the Telikashu Koroni Yasa, Yogno Paviti, Shada Maharashi, Shada is Chinchan. If we want to continue with our civilization continuity, then we have to strictly follow our tradition. So, Ushus Vanan get quotes. Mevan Wun Vigana Bear was much leaked. Yim Lucas a Panyan tradition also shared chart Karanchi to assist with the existence just dangerous Musgasan. That's actually what has happened to Kashmiri Pundits. We are day in and day out, we are losing our cohesion, we are losing our family structures, we are losing our taste, we are losing our families, which disintegrate. Diaspora is a reality. It is because we are making compromises. We should not. And as per the guidance of, as per the directions of our Shastras, we should never make any compromise.
I think
Everybody who use Vatu Baranchu, so you Shradavani, not Kazbari Vatu. Akshadavan, Telibar, Yemister Shadash Kazkari, you should sorry Shradavani Karan. The Shadavan, Mancha Akshis, huh? Yes, no change comes. One should sorry Baran Vatu, say, you want to buy shoes which America, some Puchu Jameson's beard. So can message connect the discuss with Puza, he can Suroj message connected. Discuss upon he could what should two cheese agar two boy as on two watak baram. Problem chan provided they are having 4 different houses. One should move to new move agar Jameson Baranch water dilemmas Baranch against states on Baranch America. Biakari watch discuss with that he will be part of that. Kaz one choice put to America which is understand but we are connected to each other. This can be the way. I say science and we are people with a scientific temper, so we can be.
Thank you. Achha, next
I
question.
think this question of so one comment I have. Whether like this idea of whether we should focus on tradition or devotion. I think the reason we are even asking this question is because we don't understand the traditions. Actually, you go to Yad, so then it loses. Once like a session like this is very helpful. Once if we don't understand the significance of these rituals, we don't know what they are. Then we say, "I'm Kachme Jan Karun, Shraddha Isitan." But our effort should be to understand the significance of these symbols, these rituals, right? And then do them with the true faith and devotion, rather than cut the symbology out.
You are right. Toitul was Saval, Isha respect. Agar Bakartoi request, you research note at Shivratri, particularly Himalayan Foundation's a recent lecture on Shivratri. the Himalayan Foundation, Himalayan Heritage Foundation. That was just recently Shivratri gay. That was please go through that. Yeah, give me YouTube banayimit chhe atma tim 4 parts. 4 parts chhe atma ritual na puja part. Magar akh part chhe research part. Go through that. That will give us pride कि us क्या इशे करान. Civilizational continuity क्या गई. Sani bagar ti cha kan see us kotya chhe us ecology in premi us chhe hoon met trawan. Hoon as kath waqtas mein turun pikir ki hoon chhe is bad zarurat. Us chhe cow puni manawan. Us chhe sari mawas manawan. Naga Ponsam Manavan. Matlab, these are all Uship Puliantikaram Puza. We were conscious of this ecology. So Ushin Rudavaji, we are the people with a scientific temperament. Yami's modern world we can manage ecological balance, we have been following it. Unmut Kustravan Sanibal. Achatavano Akad Bay. ये मतलब ना dogmatism कित पोट चुका होता है चला at but Kashmiri pandits use it to wash their hands in thali या thalas मुझे बात है इसके बाद कोशिश न तो तां थोड़ बताएं ये तो thalas में अच्छा लो अच्छे चोर हिस्से शास्त्र as per our scriptures sonis uses बात the food which we are being offered by our females. You must march being upon but them you shall tell us ana atsur his such his pane plan so go janavar and trava. You should say any pranyan garnus tradition. Patches plan his pane thavanch hunis. Patches saha karit akis asman karit panas kama. Then use as ursus must rosan to ox satui minute kiss. You chabay with rosanchu. Be human unjan mazas rosanchu. Ochim, agar they wish Ochim at the chalan tea potion, also skulkers the karan. You should demand insects in the culture, Yamno bird with bath palakan cat. That's a chet one. At the use a chet one never. Why much you concept? Yes, I shall thalas a go market. How come? Ya thalas from your buttercup at me, Tamshid gonna so infect. Yan moon buttercup full atmos. But I'm failed to understand. Just Thali me khati, just me. What is this nonsense? Thali kya hai? Thali ka kimat kya hai? But it is a simple utensil. By I am washing my mouth and I am offering. This is not my food. Shastra no manchu clearly likit agar kan kolkas andarwaj batakhat agar kan kolkas andarwaj he is a thief. Shastra chu sign Shastra no manchu likit wo chor hai. Wo su socha emis kya jonuk chor. Because he is stealing food which normally is not his. That is food of that insect. Yami is financial to jana het chet won throw you never. Yamuna when Sani age in shit, Manushi Pata, Chet won't show never comes in Kotusan. Because we were conscious of it that there are insects and it is food. My fourth part of my food is to be offered to them. So, how much scientific we were? Insects to shum animals dune, Janavars to shum, birds and to shum dune, panas to shum dune.
So, next question.
So much actually, I think. Hakamara comment with it.
Sure.
Tamara karo ye but important cheese, sarko important cheese. Next generation kitkai kariye continue because another 10, 20 years, 30 years, they are the ones who can do it, and we won't be here. So I mean, getting them this scientific temper behind this whole tradition, making it relevant for the future. Like for example, you talked about ecology and extinction of species and all this preserving the earth. All of those things are relevant for the future. And if our children can actually get motivated towards this because of that, that is the only way we can actually keep it going. So I think that is one thing that we'll have to kind of keep at the forefront, on the front burner of whatever efforts we're going to make. Yeah. Keeping the next generation interested.
Correct.
We need to create many groups. This is my hobby. Though I am linked to a tradition, yes, Ram Shaiva Ashram Vanancha Phatekadu. I belong that Guru Shish Parampara. Panaki Yuta Hukum to touch study the Quaran Kushish Karmus, you should do Sagar Atmos Pota Hakopit. But I love it. It's all scientific. There's nothing rudavad, nothing you shouldn't yatis mana yasuchu. backwardness. There is nothing like that. It's all super scientific. Particularly this Shaiv thought, this Trika thought, and this tradition, this Karmakant, there's nothing, no dogmatism in it. Me would patim 3-4 vari zabardast effort karna. Wherever I find a chance, youth me pani personal level per tagan to should goes connect. I'm brought to Canada, kis group of sit go connect. I'm brought to be London kis Shivani and all that. Timon sit go connect. Kya yet India asmos. But one is Zoratan a coordinated effort karne zor. Agar ashe, if we want that, it should percolate down. You guys bachan tainte watun. Ashe a consolidated, a coordinated effort worldwide karne zor. It's not relevant that in America it's relevant. It is relevant for the people, children who are kids who are living in Jagati camp in Jammu. In diaspora is a reality, and the problem of children who are living in states or in camps, it's same. We are suffering with the same problem. So if we want to do something meaningful, we need a coordinated effort, and for that there are documents. Documentation many digital forms. We need to create a library. Then we need to we need to print a portion of it. So such in the value should board source as page. But the relevant portion which we need, wherein we can find questions, answers to the questions of our younger generation, wherein we can prove certain important things which are going to appeal them. So Yamo Granthamas, we need to extract those portions, and in a nutshell, I should say that we need to have a consolidated effort, and it will definitely yield results. Good results will be there. And I am seeing it, I am observing it myself, that from last 3 years, I am doing this, and if I am not able to cater the whole of the community, but a major, a big portion, I am just covering, I am trying to cover. Last year, Pana Puja, that's also available. And there is no copyright, there is nothing. I want that it should percolate down to maximum. Somebody told me that modern Kashmirian download. It hardly matters. Whosoever does it, he is welcome to do it. Agar kunjaiti Panapuza yashu such distorted. Premnath Jan Tromus and Tatmus Monumentin Kathan, that's not at all, that's the Matrika Puja. Basically issue which means Hatas daughter Satas variation, there was no research was conducted. Meat khana pop hai. There is one भाई मंशो आखना फराकन शो अमेरिकन बेस जवाना ये कहीं नहीं लिखा है ये पाप है मैं तो मैं तो आखत आई एम जस्ट पोजिंग ए क्वेश्चन शारिका भगवती ओसोस वोर वोद वी ऑफर मीट टू हर तो के सदुश दो जाला भगवती वोर वोद वी ऑफर मीट टू हर कंस ओस क्या प्रॉब्लम आसान यम राजकट करान छ वी ऑफर मीट देम नंद किशोर महाराज यम छ वी ऑफर मीट टू हिम भगवान गोपीनाथ छ यूथ वर्ल्ड वाइड पावरफुल सेंट एमिश मीट दिवान Nandamut or Sari for the Budbar powerful saint, so soon Kavan. So Swami Ramji Maharaj, Hatekadlikan, Yem Shaivu Udhar, Yem Shaiv Bay, Navisar Kashir, Agar Dunyasmu, we can Punjai Trikadarshan, Shaiv Kashmir Shaiv Darshan. It is simply because of Swami Mahameshwaracharya, Swami Ramji Maharaj. Agar is one of Shunkana Pa, Yaman Kakara, Yim Bhagwan Shim, Karan Shim, Sas Budwadi, Sikara, Yaman Sadhana Kodgai. Imcha abzi telcha Bhagwan Gopinath tosa tele abzori teleosa Swami Ramji abzi na Maharaj temonus takat na Gita manch likit yadyat acharitra shishta tatta devu itrajana sayat pramanam kurte lokadat anavartiti. Everybody is not having this capacity. Meshana pata normally agar saini pata ase here's kya karu Sanjay Raina's kya mustil kare. You brought me in simply you want to know certain things, clarifications which you don't know. Bhagavad Gita manch likit lokan chana pata asan lok hasa chi ti karan ye bakai timan mananchi iman pata asan chi they follow them asge Swami Ram jaise Swami Nanda jaise Swami Bhagwan Gopinath jaise amikin kya asmun shashu Bhagwan ye hayu vat yel su shuno yel temis suna ye pap yel kat pani hesu to kat ke he pan kya temis na pata Bhagavad Gita manch likit yadyat acharitra shreshta yasa shresht purush karan tat loka anavartati go lokshiti vartava. We see, we follow great people. So there is nothing. Agar Bhagwan was khawan, me shuni tat mun. Tem was khawan, tem sos takat. Tem sos papuk phal bogun khatar takat. Tam matlab go matlab me chukar papuk phal bogun khatar takat pap shu papi. There is nothing like that. Agar yim aat pe byan karni Vedazan maz baken jayen mein har kun jay shu likit. Ösh yit great. Ösh karan ti shis wana spirituality as why should we put taboos? Agar mion bachchu sun khawan to pat sos bo offer kana modern context maz che ki moksha tan prap sabdit. Bu kyas kara rider khada? Gowon kya? मे वुचमुत भगवान गोपीनाथ जी सुन खेवान खेवान आदि आदमी के पराकाष्ठा तान वातान स्वामी राम जी सुन खेवान खेवान पराकाष्ठा वातान वह कत अमिस प्रॉब्लम कर तेल भगवान नश मालिक बन वचने छस पन मर्जी बन तन वचने बट आई शुड नॉट पुट अ राइडर देयर इज नो राइडर कहन आध्यात्मिक उन्नति तो पाठस तो पूजा तो खनस तो चनस वाटे.
Thank you, Mara. Last question, Mara, listas maz suchu ye puja related, right? So ye Herath Puja, Mara, Kalash Puja, Vatak Puja, Vashdi, मतलब different parts. The source क्या मतलब सरिश करा पन्नी हिसाब, but अगर इस पाने पढ़ने की कोशिश करो, पाने recite करने की कोशिश करो, rather than case चलाएं या case चलाएं. तो सोर्स क्या जान सोर्स मतलब मे मार बह वो तुम पन एक्सपीरियंस मे करो मे छांजो अत बारे मज तो मे त्रे डिफरेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स तिमन अलग अकिस जाय कलश पूजा लकट दोम जाय सु बड़ दोम सोर्स मारा तथ मजे अकिस जाय त्रे पैराग्राफ न कुनी तो बाकी थोड़ा सो यह सोरे ठीक सो वी हैव दैट लिबर्टी करो अलग अलग तरीके कि देयर इज अ सोर्स ऑफ script that we should follow.
पूजा गुजारिश आसान कुन जाय वैदिक रिचाय हेत पूजा कर जन गो असली सोन लवगाक्ष महामुनियस पत सोन संत वोतमुत यम अस कर्म कांडस मुतलकन अवेलेबल डॉक्यूमेंट्स दितमित तमिस वन केशव भट्ट शास्त्री सो रून वाल अत गो ज्यादा वक्त कह तम सठा कम कर्म तम केशव सिख वन तम सज किताब अवेलेबल हर कुन चीजस पे हर कुन चाहे सह हवन चाहे सह एनीथिंग लगन यज्ञोपवीत शिवरात्रि पूजा जन्मदिन पूजा सारे किताब तम अवेलेबल तथ केशव भट्टी वन तम कर्मकांड नंबर तम कर्मकांड बुक नंबर 1 बुक नंबर 2 बुक नंबर 3 बुक नंबर 4 सह सोरे तम सज शिवरात्रि पूजा सो असली ऑरिजिनल यमो तथ पे कह कमेंट्री कर चाहे सह प्रेमनाथ जी चाहे सह काशीनाथ जी या चाहे सह काशीनाथ पौलाद जी या बे कह यह बेसिक डॉक्यूमेंट लवगा की पे सह केशव भट्ट शास्त्री सुन केशव सिख सह अवेलेबल अम पत एफर्ट कर्म डॉक्टर काशीनाथ दार परमानंद रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट डायरेक्टर बहुत लकुट तिमन दोन तमो कर एफर्ट तमो कर कॉन्स्टिट्यूट कमेटी हे चूंकि ब्राह्मण कम गमत वन हेकान लूक पूजा ब्राह्मणस पे हेकान ज्यादा पे क्या ब्राह्मण कचन वात अकिस ब्राह्मणस 10 यजमन 15 यजमन सह कतन वात सो तमो बनव रिसर्च बेस्ड डॉक्यूमेंट तवुक शिवरात्रि पूजा नाव सु डॉक्यूमेंट मे नश सह दुत मे सती सर वाल सती सर फाउंडेशन मे चूंकि वन डायस्पोरा रियलिटी तो बेस तम वेदवान ये डॉक्टर काशीनाथ दर सठा बोड़ वेदवान तथ मज ब्या डॉक्टर काशीम श्री पंडित काशीनाथ रेवू जी श्री डॉक्टर नीलकंठ गुट्टू जी तो तमो तम वज कोर्मुत यह रेलिवेंट डॉक्यूमेंट सह रेलिवेंट सह पोज दो दैट इज ब्रीफ सह थोड़ा संक्षिप्त यह बे थोड़ा सरल तथ मज संधि छेद कर दैट हैज बीन पब्लिश्ड a number of times that was reprinted and edition that free of cost they circulated that such a board war document we can sari based on Keshav Bhatt Shastri yapor yus Kashinath ji and Premnath ji ne yemu karmu such based on this Keshav Bhatt Shastri to ish ak kunjai vistrit kunjai brief ya kunjai thoda bahut edited वुनकस असल किताब मार्केटस मं श्री ओमकारनाथ जी गुंजू सज ओमकारनाथ जी गुंजून अम किन ठीक क्या बह छुस तमिच पब्लिसिटी करान मगर अख कथ छुस वनान तम छ थोड़ा बहुत सो एक्सप्लिसिट सो संदिशित करित दैट्स आल्सो अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट मगर यमन सारनी हुंद युस मूल स्रोत सो छ केशव भट्ट शास्त्री सही शिवरात्रि पूजा तो बे मे मे पन कह एफर्ट कर्म सो बहुत वनान तुम करो तम पे या ना करो तम पे दैट्स ईजिली अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब मगर तम सो तुम फिक्री सह यूट्यूबस पे पार्ट 1 पार्ट 2 पार्ट 3 तो पार्ट 4 तुम तरव फिक्री अमापोर एक्चुअली करने विज अगर तुम पढ़ित तौ पान मगर प्रैक्टिस तम तगान तम प्रैक्टिस कित कर आई रिक्वेस्ट यू प्लीज गो थ्रू दैट हर कंस नफरस पज अक लट सह यूट्यूब वुन दो लट सह यूट्यूब वुन सो दैट दे आर एबल टू फॉलो द इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ ऑडियो वीडियो बुक और एनीथिंग वुन वनान अत मजन वनान कुन जाए आप ओम शम नो देवीर अविष्टयो आपो भवंति पीत्योर शमयोर अभे सर्वत आप जल को अभिमंत्रित करे तो तरह फिक्री यह क्या वन अगर मोन यूट्यूब कह दो यह लगभग दोन घंटन सो सारी पूजा 2 घंटे कम पान मगर अगर सो अक लट सो पूजा वो तथ मन डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव पार्ट ऑफ इट तथ मन हावन तथ मन वन वो मारा वह पर मंत्र यम मंत्र विज कित कर अथस मन कून रटन पे सह वापस त्रावन देर आर सर्टन इंटरकेट प्रैक्टिस इन इट तम इन डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव क्या आज वक्त डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशन so I have tried my level best कि so goes that goes easy demonstration so I request you kindly go through that also so easy
Shamarat Puja now YouTube पे oh
हाँ you मगर सह कुस मरा तथ मज कुछ सती सर सह डॉक्यूमेंट फॉलो करान कि तुम कुछ तथ मज फॉलो करान मे वुचमुत सह वीडियो
मे कोर्मुत फॉलो मे तथ मज कोर्मुत केशव भट्ट शास्त्री तथ मे ये बासा हेको थोड़ा बहुत कांट छांट कर दैट इज बेसिकली बेस्ड ऑन केशव भट्ट शास्त्री ओरिजिनल बुक ओरिजिनल शिवरात्रि
मरा can you publish that document because what I find is कि अगर document सुविधा है ना इस पर सती सर मेरे में 3 सती सर फॉलो करा सती सर what I like about it is there is a document and then there is an audio so at least if you documents which I can connect with the 3 video करा थोड़ा हिटरी वार so maybe if you can publish that document along with the YouTube already chutai then it would be useful to purchase to
कोशिश करान not only this but lot many other documents क्या कि मे श्राद्ध संकल्पस पे त बनोमुत मे पनस पे त बनोमुत document मे कोशिश करान यह कर consolidate if I am able to do it मे नायाब किताब वनकस ये मज शैव दर्शनस मज परातर्मिशका I got it reprinted इसलिए बहुत कोशिश करान maybe I may be able to do it with your cooperation.
Thank you Mara. As far as my
Manju ji question
last the question agar to time shu Manju Chandra ji to be Mara Pramod Kachru ji so Manju ji can you please go ahead.
Yes, namaskar Mara. Es Mara shu question ki achna ki ashi puja viz akchis panas puja karan tem pat karan bhagwanas puja us kya panas puja karan god be ön क्या हावान भगवानस क्या ön तम अस क्या पूजा सामग्री मज ön आसान तत क्या इंपोर्टेंस छ
चाहे तो कह त पूजा करियो गणत पानस पूजा कर तथ यजमानी वनान तथ मज क्या कर गणत पन्नस पानस शरीर शुद्धि कर तथ अंगन्यास वनान ना ओंगजन सत करान ये लक्ष्मी कर पे लक्ष्मी हरि शरीर सह गो पन्नस पानस करान न्यास करान शुद्धि करान पानस प्राणायाम से शुद्धि करान तो पानस करान श्रान तथ वन तीर्थ सान दिसक फरस तो बुथिस लबेन तीर्थ सनियम तीर्थ मेव समाना भवती माना शमसार शोधि पे पवित्र लाग पे ये पानस पूजा करान पानस ये पूजा करान वनकस बह कत करान यह यह मे मज कुछ तान बिहित युस मे यम कथ करनावान यम विज कथ करन वोल बंद गछ बस यति मगर यह कथ वो करनावन वोल आसने कहीं डू यू गेट इट डू यू फॉलो इट गो
मतलब तो आत्मा
आत्मनीव आत्मनीव who imparts this carry this strength to me with which I am able to express myself before you people. Huh? Once this Shakti, once this Atmadev is not there, I am no more. So, yamis tok karan cha panas pana im saat mani shu surupaya samal bandam gundonama. Yusasa bupan shu sun surup shus because I am Shiva. Had I not been Shiva, then I would have not been in the mode of talking. Back talking mode is pretty. As a dead body, kya ye talking mode is pretty. Myth against Mardashisi Park. In me, there is a visible God, which you see. Once I am talking, once I am framing sentences and expressing myself, it is simply because by the virtue of that energy, I am able to express myself. So, Atmani Shu Surupaya, Yusasa Yamazak Atmata Bhagwan Sum Shu. Namaskar. That's why we perform puja of our own self. Got it? Go you. Tam pat chasam Bhagwan is Shringar. Bhagwan Chuganti Achu Godnu Komasa. God dishes Bhagwan is Divan Zivada. Ak Michun cheese, ya, Ak it party church, ya, Michun cheese, in Sanya Patul, ya, note. You should note to scholars, it's casno, Ajivadan demo, Usha divan, that mantrachvana, Vasupavid, that mantrachvana, Ashunu, Prana Stuti, Prana Datatu, Tenizivim, Mitra Varnas, Prana Datatu, Tenizim, Brahaspati, Prana Se, Prana Datatu, Tenizivim. What says mantra of sit point Tayarkara, Pachitam points it at Jivadan divan. Here Chasa Jutma Jivadan go, Chasa Banoma, live God. Patiri live law God go. I'm a Chalan is core. Patch Chalan boot. I'm a one which is called the Kasha Patch is a Mishan Kara. Shan Karna Patch is a Miskara offer Palav or Vastram per Kripani. Patch is a Miskaran, Yugno Pavitam Parkani. Patch is a Miskaran, Samala Bandogo, Tuk Karanchis, Samala Bandam Gundonamago, Tuk Shuskanachus, Nakarabagans. Patch is Karan, Nervan Ganachus. Patches Karan, is Patchims Analipan Kara, Anlipan, Micho Kosho Sitsajavan, just now. Tam Pati, I mean, Suri is Panish from Gar Karanch, was catch Buchan Pate. So we are Adarsham Parkami. Adarsh Karahavan. I'm Patches when I say Bushut Bhagavan, one Chimi Idakar, one Haga Bushut Booth. With Panas. It is Yamis boot shore, core shore, tran core, yoke core. Then we are supposed to offer this other mirror Shishama Vusa Bhagwans. One also used to reflection to Vangus member positive reflection, but Pachus Pana stamp at the Butwishan. So it is that on.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Actually, Maharaj, this is so powerful. I'm telling you, these people here in that conference I talked to, they're all scientists actually. Most of them are scientists, and they're referring to this stuff. And we just don't have the connection. Whatever you are saying in the last 10, 20 minutes kind of makes me connect all of those things. And this is really a project that it's worth collaborating with these scientists because they have found this out, but they just are missing the tradition that we have. They just don't have that. They're just reading those books. But what we have is tradition. And if we connect the two, if we collaborate, we do. Now that we are scattered throughout the world, we have connections with these people, you know, these are quantum physicists. I think Subhash Kagji has published papers also with some of them. So, I mean, if we can collaborate with them, it will become relevant for our children, next generation. They will really feel pride in what we have, you know, in our heritage.
All right, sir. There is a need of a global movement, a universal movement. And we will get success. I should know it's much big and much Islamia big and balai used to pakana which I shock scientific background. I can if we are slightly if we are serious about it, we can do it. And it's
No, I think
be sure about it. Its success rate will be more than 100%.
Yeah, like you can session karan. Similar sessions have to be done more and on other pujas. We will do one session on Varvod Puja with you in future. We will do.
Shivratri mutlak, if you go through my previous lectures, which I have already made references to, particularly I am referring to my lecture, recent lecture on Herath, use available on Himalayan Heritage Foundation aspect. That is cheaply Facebook page on Himalayan Heritage. Yeah, use you meta one more aspect. Yeah, cheaply available. My radio talks and Masut Yadn. We have just touched one aspect of it. Amuk scientific aspect touchy. Yamsul Bachas appeal, you guys and we need to do lot many things. Mundanchi culture puja, kya is culture mus kus, taikum hundasan, teen now kya, tim come bagwan, that kya puja shit, to kya is a karav. Look, it's like Jesus, but hakavi, yake, lot many sessions can be there and Timasan based on research. We need to do lot many things.
Pramod, yes,
Pramod ji, please go ahead.
Okay. Namaskar Sanjay ji again. I just need a clarification on two things. Wreath follow only, and we worry about the wreath only at Shivaratri time. Hey, wreath you have to change it. Like let's say you have to get Nadur, no matter where it is available now through Amazon and whatever, you have to get Nadur. So you have wreath, and you can make changes only when there is an addition in the family, like Bachazav, yeah, Noshing. You cannot change it. You have to follow this. Is it? I'm just confused. Why do we do that? After this, I have one more thing to clarify.
Actually, yes, community you will find in each and every community there is a binding force at festival one. Baja communities. Say if in East month you will find there's a big festival yat Chat. Chatas month to structure. Yeah, it airport to Bengal side of Durga Puja. Yet it airport Ganesh Puja. Some community to survive Karna Khatra, socially connected roles the Khatra. Yeah, otherwise we are a social human, we are human beings is a social animal. Be a community, culture, vagar kursuchak sociology subject festival asa. Question button who use king of our festivals should that is Shivratri. It's a big binding force. So I'm just sociology agar toy taro fikri matlab this is the only festival yatmas asi shig judumus sango he or shuzururi kal chalna khatra wan pat ye patchemis kal chalnu wanchan chala wanchiwa batches bat khana patches kangar dewan khav dewan patches adga dewan non lipav dewan patches salas pusan patchu doon gar watna nat kya ochet to me anan doon butai anan doon. This is the social aspect. Use atmas as inherent. Yeah, it's a social connect. It's a social connect atmas should yeah commitment towards society should. Yam bandshit have agar amuk so sociologically wana agar amuk structure kharab karun chun yam boundaries have yam boundaries which we should not break. Agar yashi reet is one of the main boundary. Then go feast without festival without feast is nothing. Agar toy kariu, uchu kya go. As us khan chan chok important aspect. As kya vano kya na vano. Khandar chu teli basan yeri khana kor. Agar ne khana karav to khandar kya karo. Haag batas parzan vano to ito salas ye va. So primarily chu khandar vandar sorry thik. Magar yus shaman chu chu nyani full asha damol asha saman asha. Yim cheez asna. I'm used to festival Tiwan body. Yamij ush at when you kusmuk rakhanasano. You majburi banaun, use at festivity months ship Sagashi So Sanya Buzargo shot one much I went various kya kari, magar at a house in Jajarkian, Barrow to go pozu, put to go pozu, you go social concept shot. Amish festivity, you have to suggest the calm gasinke. So we have created this gas night and we log out your music on Stapran Kurm. Mother Ash Oxys. Ashuriana, that is one. Petra. Yes, I know Petra Kurmuch, Aspice not change. There is the mochi, Bijario, Sasa Badia with you, but soon to some sign Kotrika Paramparai when I'm Aspazanium Paramparai for travel. And Harapuni Parabai Mono, we can about as much as short put leak Paramparai and Gasana Totan, your time, Hajustan, White Totan Gasana Paramparai for travel. I'm so true. Sociology gasan kharab. I'm such community structures gasan kharab. So we should I suppose we should remain stick to it. Numbers one cha asan kuni shik kya cheez wala borti bana. Timan tishak escape route ak thomuta. Ye emis addition guys, but emis family addition guys. It's a sort of a escape route guys. Their rigidity shamar. Amara rigidity chain is daramasmus. Escape route was amdo change. So it's a social concept. Otherwise, Bhagwan comes it gas cost the Bhagwan comes it gas no Bhagwan K kat K nika. These are all imshak social binding and we should remain stick to it.
Thank you, Mara. Okay, last one. Sorry.
When
We do Atma. When we Pakistan Hawan, Ishumara Atman Kana. Beginning and after also. I was given a reason. Somebody said that beginning is I'm Khadr Karan ke dos khavni keen. So thoda sa galatar karne ke liye wo Atman karte hain to make it better. But why do we do at the end? What is the significance of doing Atman in beginning and at the end when we have a fast? Thank you, Mara.
Asman Chikaran is basically true. After the mantra to bazai to Banyathan ke Ushkash Karan. Yeah, agar next session as Kunju Bono Toy, she batuk show bat skash Karan Zango. Ushu which is set up board Katkarat was Anta Trish Booty Show Gaya, Vishwatum Ketam, Yagam Tam Vashtakara, Apa Joti, Raso, Amaritam, Brahmapur, Bavasaram, Brahmaraparam, Brahmavi, Brahmagnu, Brahmanaputam, Brahmaye, Vatina Gantavium, Brahmakaramo Samajana. How we people Ushmanan, you see Batatal shoe, you see Atashu, some mantra no. Yeah, Atha such a woman who go Yam suit is Jagnes was Gav Travan, China, Akshana Travan, Toshana, which I am is Autishana Travan, Chanatavan time Chamchus, that's a woman who one. Yeah, Atha such a woman who. You see a gun shoe, you see Oguna Quanta such soon yard. Prana Agni Yasasa at Ogni put Oguna Quandashna Vatan Jala, that's enough flames Vatan. The time switch no present the Yaman time switch offerings Bhagavan we offer our offerings to that Agni and Agni Agni takes you to that respective Lord. Ushvana Bhagavati Jut cure Magar Swahak Ashkor Hawali Agnaraz Vatna Bhagavati Pane. If I put you see soon Prana Agni with which we are alive. Prana Agni. Prana Agni as you see Madas Uddar such Ugnakon. At Agna Konda so you see Atachu Yasachu woman who I'm a woman who is saw Hakara. I mean Kinches Manan. We take this as a Yegina. Yegini Mana, Ushina Batamana, Batikunki. Kane Shimana, particularly Kosher Batshmana, Vasochus performance of a Yegina Kara. Tawa Chatana, Pranaya sa, Apanaya sa, Samana sa, Yana sa, Udana sa, Sanati Architects, the Pit and the Pita, Achamantra Paran. So, ये यज्ञ शुरू करना ब्रोट हसा छु अख आसमन जरूरी करन क्याज कि युस अत उद्रस मज बु साइंटिफिक वता छु तो करियो कम अगन आस दजान पत दियो तत लाव इत पोट अगन गसन टाइम लाइव सित छात छु न पान गाड चुन अत मन छु तुतुय पोन चुन युता यात अतस मन छु न मे बाउल शेप छु न अत मन युता पोन मे छु अत रटन इत पोट युता पोन अत मन खस तुतुय छु आसमन खतर रटन छु न अत नटा मठाकन मठकन छन रटी शास्त्र मन छु पूर लिखित यूता आसा यत बावलि मज ऊन वात अत फ्लैट थवि तूत गस अगर तुम कुन त अगनस दियो सिर्फ लव अगन गस छत क्या तथ चवला बढ़ान वो भड़कती है। ये जो आपकी प्राण अग्नि है इसकी लवें बढ़ाने के लिए प्राण अग्नि को उसको उत्तेजित करने के लिए क्या एसिड एसिडस युथु अत ये अग्नि त्रावान एसिड बढ़कान तम सत क्या गसान डाइजेशन सान खतर आहुति दिवान यह ठीक पे रिसीव करान इट्स ऑल साइंटिफिक पत ब्या चीज यह हसा वी शुड पुट एन एंड टू इट अम पत हसा बे क्यों क्या वी शुड हैव अ कंप्लीट ब्रेक अकि बत पे बेस फुडस तान सा गि ब्रेक अम पत बे क्यों तम किन तीसी काल चाय सोट बत अलाउड यीच आसमन करो यह लास्ट अमृतम पिदानम असे स्वाहा हसा बस वन सा खेम यम योर बह कहें मे हसा त्रो लॉग है मे आसमन वह हेक बह खेत कह इट्स अ सोशल बाइंडिंग इट्स अ बाइंडिंग अपॉन बहुत पान सेल्फ इम्पोज्ड बाइंडिंग मे आसमन वन बस वन अम अलाव खेम यह मे पानस डिसिप्लिन दैट नाउ आई हैव स्टॉप आई कैन नत क्या गि नत रोज फाक अति अगर मे आसमान यह कुलुफ अत कर मे आसमान पे आसमान तान तूत मे क्यों यूत मे अकि आसमान पे बेस आसमान स्टार्ट आसमान पे एंड आसमान तान मकलाव अगर ये एंड आसमान में स्टॉप आ बह खेम पे बे ब्या ताला बह खेम बे बाक ताला क्या फाकस तुन नियम फाकुक दो यूता तुम बत खेवान नॉर्मली तमुक चूरम क्यों दैट्स नॉट हैपनिंग बट एक्चुअली यह तुम सर्विसिंग करें तुम रेतस मज अकि दो लट त्रे लट इवन वीकली सर्विसिंग बॉडी कर रेस्ट दिन अमे खुद नियम बनमित आसमान वगैरह यम सारी चीज तमें खुद नियम इट्स अ हेल्दी प्रोसेस वह गो ये पे चीजन पे कथ करो तम क्या लिखित लवगाक शीश तथ मे लिखित आसमान कित पे गेन बत कूता गोन खून मेट कित पे त्रावन यह कुछ जाए चूंकि अच्छे पता तम क्यों बसान यह रुड़वार कमिज वार 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 परो अड़ना करो अड़ना कर पे इन वो शुर सो we will derive pride out of it.
Thank you, Mara.
Sanjay ji, I want to do Sashtan Pranam to you for your.
Same here, Sanjay ji. Very honored
Thank
to have you here. Though this is the beginning, I spent various sessions with Karin so that we have some understanding and help from you.
I would suggest we keep the sessions on focused on children, because right now we have 11 people no children, right?
They will be. We are recording the sessions, so it will be shared with the community.
You know, my experience for last 3-4 years is that we have not been able to attract the children so far.
So Maharaj, I agree with you, but I think one of the reasons we haven't been able to do that, and Sanjay ji also alluded to that, is Ashan Panas Pata. Otherwise, Panayim cheese samjho, Pesato Panan Panan Shuran when it's Pana.
When he discusses Panas time, he discusses Panas Piki, he discusses time.
No. I don't know if you know. Part of why we are having this session is because senior kids for this year Sharda Peeth contest are producing a video on Herath Puja. So
okay,
that is part of that is the context of this this session. So the idea is that they have references to this video, and then they will be able to ask Sanjay Raina ji questions if they want to. Sanjay ji, is it okay to share your email or number with the kids who are participating?
I am there. I am always at your disposal. You can do it gladly, most gladly. You can hold many sessions. There's nothing as such. Urzu, huh?
Thank you.
I am happy. Chalo. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kachyatu kabhag bhavet. ओम सहनो अवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमस्कार महाराज। उर्सु।
Namaskar. Thank you.
Namaskar, sir.
Thank you so much. Namaskar.